The dreaded well pit. Haven't been down there in a few years, but if you have a system like this and you're going to be away for a couple of days, shut your pump off. You have all your everything shut off in the house, of course, so there's pressure in the system. But shut the power off to your pump. If everything's good, when you come home, there'll still be pressure in the system. And that's normally how it goes. But for about the last month or two, I have had no pressure when I have it off for a day or two. There's no pressure. That's more than a real quick leak. It's more than a drip of the sink. Well, a tiny drip of the sink. It has to be a bigger leak than that. So I took this all apart. I have a little structure I put on top of this thing here, a little frame, and I stretched tarps over it just to keep the snow off and the water out of the hatch here. A little insulation value possibly. I was amazed how much dirt was on top of all these tarps. And the ants really have a way of moving dirt. I guess it's the ants moving the dirt. And they move a lot of it. Anywho, I got to plunge in here, and even at the offset, I can see a dripping, slow drip there. So I guess I got to go down and explore. The old water heater is about due too, but that's another drama for another day. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually a little stream of water. I'm not hitting my finger here. Coming out of the gate valve. And that's what it always is. You see, I've already replaced these two gate valves. One at a time when they failed. So when I rebuilt everything, I think I just reused them because they were pretty new already. And the only one I didn't replace was this one. We used the old one here. So it shouldn't be too hard of a repair. Next question is, do I get another gate valve? Or do I go to a ball valve like most people seem to recommend these days? I guess I don't have to worry about mistaking this for a reusable part. Fell apart, taking it apart. Ready for the new connector. I just got to use the brush and get the threads all clean as I can so I can thread the new valve as far as I can down this thing, because I'm going to have to back it off about halfway to thread back into this guy. So brush these guys down, put tape on them both, and always apply your tape clockwise like you'd be throwing a nut on. Hold it down and then just clockwise. And then this will be remember, when you do this one, it's going to be the opposite direction because it's facing the other way. Why I hate plumbing. This valve is longer than my original valve, and it was already a super tight fit to get it apart once I had the threads loose. So it was already too tight, impossibly too tight, and now with a longer valve it's impossible. So I took this pipe off from the elbow to the valve here. I'll have to try to get another solution for this. Maybe even get a coupling valve in the middle so I can do it all easier. Well, light is fading. I got to run down the well pit and finish this job up. Got the pipe cut down. Old guy at the end of the road, actually about a mile down the road. I think he said he was 87. I had him weld this broken handle for my lawnmower. Failed and cracked. So I got the old guy to weld it, and I asked him about this too. I was going to go to the store and have this done, but he was able to do it there, or set me up with the tools to do it, had me do it. So, to a neighbor down the road, I'm ready to go, I hope. Run down there and stick it in. Should be all there is to it. And as it's starting to rain, the light's really fading now, because I had to go to the store down the road. Get some thread tape. Ran out just as I finished one side. Arg. Always something. Now it's starting to rain, and the light's really fading. I'm still going to try to run down there and do it. My supervisor is watching. So trying to be lazy, I thread this pipe in real deep into this elbow and then threaded it back into this connector. But I ended up with a real big leak at this end. That's not a proper way to do things, obviously. And I heard a clink when I was driving this way into there. I think I shattered this elbow. So I got to take this thing apart, and so I'm trying to avoid by shortcutting it that way, and get this whole part rotating so that I can get it out of this elbow and replace the elbow. Do it the right way the first time. You wouldn't be going back to the store. Well, here I am again, later date, another trip to the store to buy an elbow. And finally all done. Everything with tape, everything is tight, no halfway stuff. Turn the pressure back on, nothing leaks. Should have done it the right way the first time.